Very much, Caroline. 3 Navy SEALs captured one of the most wanted terrorists in Iraq, but instead of praise, they are now facing criminal charges. One elected official decided to speak out. Congressman Burton sent a letter asking for all charges against the SEALs to be dropped, and 40 members of Congress have signed with him. Congressman Burton joins me now. Also, Neil Puckett, the lawyer for accused Navy SEAL Matthew McCabe. Let me start with the congressman, if I could. I'll come to you in just a moment, Neil. Congressman, you're worked up about this. Why?
Well, Brian, this sends a terrible signal to our men and women in the field in the battle in Afghanistan. These 3 Navy SEALs went after a man that was involved in killing 4 Americans, dragged them through the streets of Fallujah, hung 2 of them after they burned their bodies from a bridge, and everybody in America knows about that. When they finally captured this terrorist, he was turned over to the Iraqi military, and when he got back to the Americans, he told them that he was hit in the stomach and he had a split lip. And because of that, they're being court-martialed. And I don't understand why our military has to be so kid gloves with these terrorists. I mean, if it had been me being involved, I probably would have done a lot worse. Now, they don't know that the SEALs really did this. But even if they did, to court-martial them sends a terrible signal to our men and women in battle in Afghanistan and Iraq.
Let me turn to Neil Puckett, who represents Navy SEAL Matthew McCabe in this matter. Where does this case stand right now?
Well, Brian, as of last night, we just submitted our formal notice of a plea of not guilty for Matthew McCabe, and also we've elected to have a trial by jury, including enlisted members. The congressman's exactly right, and by the way, I'm a Hoosier, born and raised in Indianapolis. The important thing to remember about this is we've received tens of thousands of interested phone calls and emails, and people are not concerned about whether or not the SEALs are actually guilty or not guilty of punching this guy in the stomach. They're amazed that senior Army leadership in control of this operation has decided that even if true, they want to ruin these SEALs' careers. And
why?
Well, we can't figure that out. Maybe it's an overreaction to Abu Ghraib in 2004. We don't understand. But any discipline at this level would take these 3 highly trained SEALs off the battlefield for good.
Let me ask you a question. Last time you were with us, you said that you had not received evidence in this case. Is that still the way it stands?
That's still the case, Brian. I understand.
You don't have any evidence?
No, Brian. No formal evidence has been released to me.
How do you prepare for a defense when you don't have a look at the evidence that has been leveled against your client?
Well, we can't begin to do that until we receive it.
Oh, my gosh.
Jeez.
Congressman Burton, your thoughts?
Well, we have a website, and for people across this country that would like to participate in trying to make sure that these men are treated justly, they can get on the website of www.savethenavyseals.com. We have over 3,000 or 4,000 people that have already signed up on that, and we have sent a letter signed, as you said before, by over 40 members. We probably could have gotten 250 or 300 members to sign it, but we didn't have time. But a letter going to Major General Charles Cleveland, Commander of Special Operations Command, and also to Admiral Roughhead, Chief of Naval Operations.
Do you think that congressional pressure makes a difference?
Gosh, I hope so. When I talked to the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff at a committee hearing last week, I said, why don't you do this? Shouldn't even be considered as a court-martial issue. And he says, well, I can't interfere with the military legal procedures. And my answer to him was, this shouldn't even be in consideration.
We're going to continue to follow this story.